Hello and welcome to TYTSports this morning. We have a very okay panel. Ben Mankiewicz is here once again. Ben, hi. I'd like you to cover this in case I knock it over. Philadelia is here, by the way. You could follow her stuff at youtube.com/Philadelia.
Wow,
this isn't Pop Trigger. We don't applaud our guests.
Like
and, of course, Steve Ho. Now, here we go. Let's start out with the... you know, why don't I let you start off, actually? As many people know, Philadelia is a humongous Eagles fan, so tell me a little bit about what you saw.
Eagles game was quite depressing to watch as an Eagles fan.
Rightfully so, yeah.
Boring for any type of football fan. It was pretty much punt after punt after punt.
18 punts.
Yeah, it broke the record. It broke the record. 18 punts.
It's an ugly football game.
Was 17 back in 1933 for the most combined punts.
In an Eagles game or in any NFL?
In any NFL game.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So the Eagles are good at breaking
good
records.
Good statistic, no?
Yeah. They're good at breaking records, but in a bad way this season.
Sure.
So they also recorded a new franchise record for 9 consecutive home losses. And
I think now is the time that, Rick, you should play a clip from Cenk last week about how it's the Eagles. This is what we've learned. The NFC East belongs to the Eagles, he said with great assurance last week.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are done, the Eagles rise to the top, just because Cenk is always the basis of one week that impressed him.
Well,
and he made that
for
call.
Cenk's reference, can we just pull up the graphic of the NFC East very quickly? And how bad did Nick Foles look? I mean, we talk about how bad he was, but seeing
he
it
looked
firsthand.
horrible, especially coming off of that win versus Tampa Bay where he was
But
accurate.
it was Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but Tampa Bay has I'd say a good defense
they
compared to the Cowboys.
They also have a dumb coach, so throw that into the equation as well.
Just real quick, Tampa Bay's defense, because I had them in Fantasy League.
Yes.
It's been just a bottoming out for some reason. They're great earlier against the Saints, against the Patriots. Other Patriots, shaky offense. But they've been horrendous the last 2 weeks.
We are in Southern California. A USC product was actually inserted into the game. He had more passing yards than Nick Foles in about a quarter and change, I would say. But he also threw, you could say, 4 interceptions. One of them was called back, but he threw 3 interceptions. So, I mean, is it now, could you say, not necessarily a lost season, but what exactly should we expect from the Eagles now in 2013?
I wouldn't say it's a lost season. I think there's still one game out of the division. The October Cowboys versus the December Cowboys are a lot different. And we play them the final game of the season, and that could be for the division and for a playoff spot. So I think if the Eagles, they face the Giants this coming week, which the Giants are the worst team in one of the worst divisions, we have a good shot at getting that.
They are? Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
The 0-6 Giants, you know.
We're probably going to get a win tonight, by the way. No, I'm just kidding. They probably won't win. They're playing the Vikings on Monday night. Yeah.
With Josh Freeman.
With Josh Freeman, yeah.
I think that there's I think that almost every game in that division is going to be a crapshoot. I think we should acknowledge that the Cowboys damn near beat the Broncos, then beat the Redskins solidly, beat the Eagles.
The Washington
solidly.
football team, you mean?
Right, the Washington football team.
Yeah.
Right now, there's no question who the best team in that division is. It's painful to say, but right now there seems little doubt. But as you say, they're only a game out, and next week Mike Vick looks like he's going to play.
Yes.
Not fully healthy, but he's going to play. But, you know, does anybody here think the Giants are going to go 0-16? No, they're going to win some games. They'll figure it out. So, you know, are you guys...
Well, they'll beat the Eagles at home. I mean, that's obviously the solution.
10 consecutive losses.
But that wouldn't surprise me in any way. If the Giants get a little bit healthy and the Eagles with an injured Mike Vick next week, if the Giants reel off a couple of wins and they're standing here at 3-6 and then they're talking about, hey, we're only 2 games out of first place. Season's not over. I mean, you know, the Redskins, Washington somehow beat the Bears last night without... I mean,
there was a reason.
They should have beat him easier. The fact is, losing Cutler didn't seem to make any difference. The Bears still scored whenever they needed to score.
They put up 41 points with a backup.
Washington should feel like, hey, we're 2-4, we're right there in it, but they can't stop anybody.
Now, since you're transitioning right now into that.
By the way, Nick Foles, 11 of 29 for
80 yards.
That is 29 passes, 80 yards. That's a day.
That's good, right?
That's a day where you punt 9 times. It is.
He was overthrowing all day, underthrowing all day.
I watched a part of it. It was so boring. I turned to a different game. I couldn't watch it.
I bet on the Cowboys, so I was very pleased.
Mazel tov.
I'm glad I didn't make any bets this week.
No, that's probably a good idea, especially with the Eagles.